everyone talks about how the Olympics is just this like orgy and sex going on everywhere. It's true.
Oh my goodness. You know, everyone loves an athlete, I always say.
One of us has had an Olympic Village hookup.
That's sexual energy.
I think 300,000 condoms were handed out in Paris, and I think they blew through them.
Hello.
Oh my God.
You know I love Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the BFFR show.
Before we get into it,
we're going to get into it.
Please follow the show on socials at BFFR Show, subscribe to the show on YouTube, and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever the heck you get your podcasts.
We don't care where you get your podcast, neither does Chicken, as long as you're listening and watching us.
Please, if you haven't already, rate and review the show.
5 stars only.
It helps others find us, and we definitely want to be found. You can also call us. Carrey Riccaro threw us a nice spicy question, so see if you can top that at 1-833-TXT-BFFR.
That's 1-833-898-2337. We love hearing from you. Bring us more. We want more.
You can also email us at feedback@bffrshow.com. All right, Sid, hit us with that affirmation for our besties and testies.
I'm patient and gentle with myself during this healing process. Whew.
I needed that one.
Yeah.
Puss. All right, it's time. This is our Olympic episode because the Olympics are coming to Los Angeles. We do have a few questions about the logistics and how that's going to work.
Yeah, it's not. We already have too much traffic, but
we also have an Olympic gold medalist on the show. That is my co-host, Sydney LaRue. In 2012,
many years ago,
Sydney was the youngest player on the U.S. Olympic team. She won a gold medal, and you scored your first Olympic goal in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
What do you remember?
I remember it so clearly, like the way the ball was spinning.
Really?
Yeah. How it like went in the net and how the net rippled. Like I'll remember that goal for the rest of my life for sure. It was a long ball from Tobin. I was on the end of it, but I had a defender and I kind of bumped her off, and then that was a see you later. And next thing you know, I'm like me and the keeper, but I have like one of my teammates to the right, and I'm like, I'm gonna play you this ball because I'm not supposed to be scoring this. And she was like, shoot it. So I shot it, and it like did this weird dip like underneath her legs, like right in between her legs. And I saw the net ripple, and it was like slow motion. And I think I started crying. I blacked out, and it was just like the craziest experience of my life.
Hey, you said it was a long time ago, but obviously it has really stuck with you.
Yeah.
You're a very impressive woman.
Oh, thank you. So are you.
Thanks.
So is Chicken. What was your Olympic highlight from 2012 when we were there together?
Well, 2012 actually happened to be the Olympics that New Zealand got out of the group for the first time. So I had played in 2008, didn't get out of the group. 2012, we beat Cameroon. It was just like we were all crying. We could not believe it. And so we get into the quarterfinal, and Sydney LaRue scores for the U.S. to win 2-0 and knocks us out of the tournament. So
sorry about that.
It was still the highlight, I think, of my Olympics, of the 4, almost 5 that I went to.
Isn't that crazy? 5. We're going to count it. 5 Olympics. Who does that?
What kind of perfect, odd fate that you were the one that knocked us out.
Sorry.
Do you have your medal? I was hoping you would bring it to the episode.
I think it's with my mom back
you
home.
Think?
I'm not sure. I think so. I think she has it. I'll have to actually text her after this because I don't know.
On that note, let's take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because more BFFR about the Olympics is coming back soon.
All right, Al. The 2028 Olympics is coming to Los Angeles. LA 28. What's your first thought? What comes to your mind?
Traffic.
Yeah.
How?
Good luck.
And this Olympics is car free. So LA 28 has said, you will not be able to drive as a spectator to any of the venues. You have to take transit, walk, bicycle, or get dropped off. Transit, walk, bicycle, and Los Angeles just has
Don't
not
go.
been in one sentence before.
Imagine we had to bike to BMO.
This
What?
is why, okay, I'm so happy that the Olympics is coming back to LA.
Amazing.
And this is so cool. I was so thrilled with the announcement, but you can't help as an Angelino to go straight into the logistical nightmare when we already drive 2 hours to get from the Valley to our home games at BMO Stadium. And this is like, even if the athletes are on buses or there's special lanes, what about everybody else who is working and living and taking their kids to camps and school? Like, I just...
It's going to be a shit show. In the best way, though.
In the best way. I mean, we're hoping that we are proven wrong here.
Yes.
But
because we know the traffic, we question it.
We have our doubts.
Yeah.
So LA 28 is the committee charged with planning this summer games. I just read this. I thought it was April Fool's, but I checked and it was a recent news article. We're partnering with a San Jose-based aerospace company, so there will be a fleet of electric air taxis designed in part to divert Olympics traffic to the sky. The air taxis will offer 10 to 20-minute flights using a network of vertiports throughout the city, so SoFi Stadium, LAX, and other hubs from Santa Monica to Orange County. They will be used via an app where you sign up. It would not say the cost of such transportation.
An electric
helicopter. Mm-hmm.
Are you trusting that?
I'm not.
I'm not.
But this...
I don't know who's going to take that. I guess maybe by 2028, the world's different. But even like we were just saying, you can't go to multiple sports.
Yeah.
You choose one.
Right.
And you're lucky if you get there.
And in Paris, one of the silver linings when I was unable to participate was going to Paris because the team wasn't playing in Paris. So I took the train with Lucas, and some very dear friends took pity on me for being unable to play and got us tickets. And we saw rugby and gymnastics, and you hopped on the tram, the train, the metro, and you got around Paris so easily. You could walk to where the archery was. You could walk to the beach volleyball. Everything was right there. Yeah. This could not be any more different.
No. It's the complete opposite, actually.
But
it's not going to be a little hop, skip, and a jump.
No. The athletes will be staying on UCLA campus in the dorms. Sid, your haunting grounds.
Go Brew. Yeah, it was my hunting grounds. My dorm is long gone.
Oh.
So, yeah, I went back to school, I don't know, I think last year, and I was like, what? This is beautiful. I don't remember it. I don't remember it being like this.
So no one will be in like Sydney LaRue's
in my room.
Dorm room?
No.
That's a shame.
I know. It's got a good vibe.
Absolutely. If we take the traffic out of it and you could have VIP tickets to any event for LA 28.
Ooh.
What do you...
We're taking soccer out of it.
Take soccer out of it. We're going to the soccer, obviously. So something else.
Gymnastics.
Yeah.
I would say gymnastics. Swimming would be pretty cool.
Swimming at SoFi.
But also track and field.
I know.
I don't know. There's too many to choose from.
And what an epic venue to have track and field.
Mm-hmm.
But swimming in SoFi, the transformation that is going to happen.
That's going to be wild.
And that is one of the most amazing venues I've ever seen a sporting match in. Also saw Taylor Swift there. I think it will be packed.
Oh yeah.
And it will be so surreal. It will be like a dream seeing this field where we've seen football and concerts and soccer to have a swimming pool there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it.
I know. Well, it kind of needs to happen soon.
Yeah, it does.
So when you were in GB for 2012, did you guys stay in the village?
No, we only stayed in the village for the last game. So for the final.
Oh, because
so we
the
were
final
traveling
was in London.
Yeah, we were traveling and playing. And then the final, yeah, we were in the village.
One of us has had an Olympic Village hookup.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
Oh.
Well, one of us.
Wonder which one.
One of us. It was just a kiss. It was just a kiss. I swear. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, everyone talks about how the Olympics is just this like orgy and sex going on everywhere. It's true. It is true. There are condoms being handed out. And I mean, I'm not going to name names, but some of your favorite soccer players are out there getting it on. And why not? There are.
Well, yeah. You're also like around the hottest, like you're around like the what word am I looking for? I'm like you're around like
you okay?
like just that sexual energy.
Yeah, people in their physical prime.
Yes, physical prime.
Endorphins up the wazoo.
Yeah, and like you're here. You need to.
And you can do it safely with all the condoms being handed out. And in 2020, I always call it 2021. I forget that it was still branded as Tokyo 2020 because that is kind of a mindfuck. In 2021, because of COVID, there was an anti-intimacy rule. I'm not sure that was followed, but we were freaked out, obviously, about our health.
Yeah.
And then the cardboard beds. You must have seen the videos on social media.
The cardboard beds.
The cardboard beds stopped nobody from being intimate, and they were repurposed for 2024. And yeah, I think 300,000 condoms were handed out in Paris, and I think they blew through them. And did you know that, I mean, it makes perfect sense, but
yeah, they're having the time of their life.
The dating app usage just completely surged during that time. Athletes obviously matching with other athletes, but also people outside. This was their chance to match with an athlete.
Oh my goodness. You know, everyone loves an athlete, I always say.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Too many times.
You got to go to a closing ceremony.
Yes.
But that being part of the ceremony, like no one gets to be part of the opening ceremony.
No, we weren't. Because we were traveling.
I mean, soccer starts days before the opening ceremony. So just remember next time you watch the Olympics at LA 28 that when the Olympic begins,
we're nowhere to be found.
Soccer already started. So tune in before.
Yeah.
But tell me about the closing ceremony. Tell me about winning the gold medal.
It was like so surreal. I mean, yeah, we even like standing on the podium and like putting your head down and getting like the gold medal around your neck was like so wild. And then you come home and you're like this star. So that also helped. But it was like the most amazing experience of like my career probably. Just to see all of these people, you know, like you're walking around and you're seeing like the best of the best and you're like, holy shit, this is real life. And I was young. The shoes we had to wear were so uncomfortable. Like I could barely walk.
In the closing ceremony?
I could barely walk.
Wait, you got shoes as part of your outfit?
Yeah. We were all in all white. It was like,
oh, it's Ralph Lauren. Do you have a whole thing?
The whole thing.
Wait, so what were the shoes?
It must be the same. But it was like so bad. I remember us being like, what the fuck? We couldn't even walk.
And so you're
blisters. Yeah. You're like, we were standing there and then taking pictures and stuff, but I don't really remember like the walk or anything, but I remember being at the closing ceremonies and then having to like leave. And I think I took off my shoes. I was one of those.
Oh my.
I was one of those.
You had the dogs out.
Yeah.
At the
Dogs
closing
were out.
ceremony.
Yeah. It was tough. But we loved it. Like, I mean, wouldn't be a fit that I would choose, but it was really cool just to see like all the Americans wear the same thing.
Yeah. It is. I mean, people are so proud of their countries and have worked sometimes their entire lives to get to that moment. And I love seeing when the different nations have something represented, you know, through their clothing. I mean, I learn a lot in these ceremonies.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, you having the dogs out.
I did have the dogs
That's
out.
an image for all of us.
Sorry. I did. Yeah, the gold was nice.
And you were partying with your medal on and...
Yes, I was partying with my medal on. And of course, I had a good heel on. And it was in like... It was like, what are those like...
Cobblestones?
Yeah, it was cobblestone.
I lived in Europe. I know a good cobblestone.
And the ankle just went. And I tumbled down and my gold medal has a chip in it now. Yeah.
So Lynn wasn't the first one.
Mine didn't break completely.
That's good. That's good.
It's just a little chip.
Yeah. She won't be the last either.
What about you? What's your what was your favorite Olympics since you've been to 19?
So 2012, because we got out of the group and made history for New Zealand, that was really, really special. Something that we've been striving for ever since. 2008 in Beijing, going into the Olympic Village and receiving a haka from the athletes and the staff who were already at the New Zealand house. I had seen a haka performed, obviously. We had a haka that was written for our team.
Oh, wow.
Prior to the 2008 Olympics. But being on the receiving end of these athletes as you walked into the village and it was dead silent and other people kind of come and they look, and it was the most spiritual moment that I've had in my entire life. And I grew up going to church. As I got older, I didn't really feel like it was for me. And in that moment, the energy and just the connection to my country, my teammates, the other athletes, the pride I felt, that felt like religion to me.
Yeah.
That was the closest that I have ever felt. Yeah, it's a beautiful tradition.
Yeah,
it is so meaningful. Beautiful. And now in 2024, all the athletes learned that same haka so that we could welcome other athletes when our tournament was over, and it was the same one being performed all the time, and to be a part of it then all of those years later. Yeah. And I think it took on a different meaning, obviously, after I had to withdraw and my teammates haka'd me after their first game when I was in the stands, and obviously I was crying, and it was just such a thoughtful and powerful thing to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who were at the Angel City match before I left.
Yes, I was going to talk about that.
The club just were so thoughtful and got this group to come and do a haka and celebrate my going to the Olympics. And that has obviously turned into like a painful memory for me. But I think then having my teammates do it after I had to withdraw, I can think of the whole experience and the whole month and look back on it with less pain and just more pride, and just, wow, I'm so lucky that people cared about me and valued me and wanted to honor me.
Of course.
Twice on, for different reasons. Yeah, that's something that, it's funny how many people bring it up. I think that has actually helped me, because I don't want to tell them, how sad it makes me, and actually them being so happy and seeing a piece of New Zealand culture like that in Los Angeles at BMO Stadium with tens of thousands of people.
It was beautiful and so emotional. Like so emotional. I feel like every single time it's performed, it's silence.
Yeah.
It's silence. It's like nothing you've ever like been a part of.
Yeah. People are so respectful.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll remember that forever. And like the photo of you. Oh.
Yeah. We did a hungy with the performers, and you know, a lot of the team had never seen, they'd maybe seen a haka, seen the All Blacks or seen something on YouTube, hadn't seen it live, and everyone was watching. And then when I like went and like pressed foreheads and like noses with the performers, and people just like couldn't believe it. They were losing their shit. Like
it was beautiful.
It was so special. Yeah. Like the fact that Angel City, a American club team in the NWSL, thought to do that for me was wow. See, even now I'm like,
we all loved it.
Changing it, like it really helps to talk about it, I think.
Yeah.
Because I felt embarrassed like that they did that for me, and then I like failed.
You didn't fail. You didn't fail. You have been like, when I think of Angel City, I think of you. I think of you cry, then I cry.
I know.
No, you did not fail. Like what you've done is beautiful, and it's so much more than soccer, and you know that.
I think I need to be reminded of that sometimes, because what I put my body through to try to make this 5th Olympics. Now of course it was worth it. I wanted to go, but you know, in hindsight, when I couldn't play, you think, man, what if I just took all of 2024 and healed, and then I might be playing now.
Yeah, but you can't think of it like that. You can't, like, hindsight's 2020, of course.
I know.
But you worked so hard and you were like, it was amazing to be able to watch you. And I don't think of that as failure at all. You pushed your body as much as you possibly could.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely suffering the consequences, but I think I would have regretted it if I didn't try.
I agree.
And I ate a lot of pastries.
You did.
I ate everything after. I was it was definitely coping. I food therapy and retail therapy.
Yeah.
I of course I got my first designer bag.
Yeah.
And Sid, of course, was really happy for me. But yeah, talking about what we said last year about vacation money and girl money, girl math.
Out the window.
I really needed it. It did help me. And then when I came back, I did go to therapy.
Yeah.
But another fond memory I have from the Olympics, because we can't make the opening ceremonies and because we get knocked out before the closing ceremonies, is when we do put on the ceremony outfits, because we don't have an occasion to wear them. And so there's always one night where we get everyone to put on, it's usually like a dress or a blazer, a skirt, and everyone puts it on and like accessorizes it in some way. And then we go to dinner in these outfits.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Here with women's soccer, we have the World Cup. It's growing with the leagues and Gold Cup, and it's changing. But I think living in Europe when there was the Euros, there were these two huge moments, plus the Olympics, but it is expanding, which is great, but there's only 12 teams and it just doesn't feel as like a big deal. But in America, I feel like the Olympics, I mean, people lose their minds.
The Olympics in LA. Come on. It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
And we're going to be right in the middle of it.
What stories from this past Olympic Games? I feel like women athletes finally like really got the attention they deserved. Like everywhere on social media. Ilona?
Yeah, she crushed it. Most popular thing to come out of the Olympics.
One of the best things to come out of the Olympics.
She was amazing.
The
she
heroine
is amazing.
We have been waiting for.
Yeah.
The body positivity, the messaging, hilarious content, the creativity, saying the things we're all thinking to the largest platform. I mean, she just exploded.
Yeah, she did.
And was one of the most well-known people, I feel like, in the world. And I just loved that it didn't just help women's rugby.
No.
It was like for women everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was,
Yeah.
that was amazing. And so many stories were being
Yes.
told.
Yeah. The stories are always like unbelievable, especially from like other countries. Cause you don't think about like, you know, it's like, yeah, it's hard for us, but like some of these countries, like you have no idea what it takes for them to like make it here.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable.
And we talked last week about the downside of social media for athletes, but I think it gives us autonomy in terms of storytelling because yes, when you're watching on whatever channel has it in your country, there's only enough time for certain stories to be told or the race itself. But with the supplement, the complement of social media where I am liking and following and getting to know where the athletes are from, who their children are, what they've sacrificed, how hard they've worked to get there, and just women crushed.
Yeah, they crushed.
Paris 2024.
Yeah.
I think it's time for happy hour, so don't go away because more BFFR is coming back after this break.
It's time for happy hour at Bar BFFR, where we serve up our L's and dubs of the week and answer your burning questions.
I am drinking water. This isn't straight liquor because we have training tomorrow, but I definitely needed a refreshment after the tears were flowing as usual.
Cheers.
When we BFFR.
Yeah.
We're going to share what we're loving on TV.
Okay, well, yes, we are. I told you about this, and then I didn't watch it.
As usual, it was a great recommendation. She doesn't know how good it is, and that is Forever.
Mm-hmm.
I binged it so hard. The ratings, it's doing so well. And just, man, it took me back to high school relationships. Obviously, there wasn't as much texting. It was all on AIM.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think the casting, the acting, and the dad is definitely my favorite. It was kind of a throwback since I remember him from shows 20 years ago. But
wow.
he was brilliant. I won't say more in case Sid decides to actually watch it, but highly recommend.
I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm going to start.
Okay. What's your show?
Secrets We Keep.
Is it scary?
It's not scary, but it's like, you know what I like.
Okay. So too scary for me.
It's not scary. It's like you got to think a bit, you know, it's like trying to like solve
a murder.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
What's your win of the week?
Cassius scored a goal. I mean, I think they got crushed, but he scored. I was like, how was the game? And he was like, it was good. We lost. But I scored. And I was like, oh, like, you know, how'd you hit it? Like, what'd you do? And he was like, I don't know. I just scored. Then I got the video. It's a banger. And I'm like, Cassius, like, what? This is awesome. You got to tell me more about it. But it's really cool because now the kids have moved up and it's hard. You know, it's hard. You know, Lucas.
Yeah, I know.
Coach Lucas.
Yeah.
But I think it's really amazing to see him be like, I want to go again, regardless of like losing or getting absolutely stomped, you know? So I'm proud of him.
That's a great win.
Yeah. What's your win?
I finally kicked a long ball. So I have to just explain this a little bit since this injury is very confusing. It is the worst. But basically, because of my nerve, when I have to do a motion or something that requires a lot of power, you use your hamstring when you kick. You contract, you kick the ball, it relaxes, and then to stop your leg from swinging all the way through, because we don't just like Rockettes, we don't just like swing our legs. You stop your leg, it contracts again. And that the speed of that happening would send basically a lightning bolt down my leg. That was what I was struggling with all last year. And it got worse and worse and worse. Getting over the mental block to actually try it has been a long process. But I did it and I didn't get a lightning bolt. We'll see. May it long continue.
Yes,
but I think we have to celebrate the
we're
tiny
celebrating
wins.
that. We're celebrating. That's not tiny.
Thank you.
I miss your long balls.
Well, she needs me. So I better get back here.
My loss of the week was I was cooking as I do, and I cut my finger open.
With one of your special Japanese knives?
Yeah.
Sid.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. It was like such a weird, like, why would I be doing that? You know, when you like have those moments. But next thing you know, there's blood everywhere. And Sissy's like, ah, thinks my finger's gone. Like, no, it's still here. It's still here. Yeah, she's healing nicely.
Great. Great. That's a little bit more dramatic than mine. I just got a parking ticket and
annoying.
it just ruined my day.
Yeah.
$73. And I parked somewhere. I didn't even look at the signs. I know this is all my fault, but there were tons of people parked there. So I just parked behind the other people. Went, saw a friend. When I
Took
came
your
out,
time.
I was the only car still there.
Ooh, that's tough. Was it one of those like Sunday from 6 to 8 situations?
No, there is no parking allowed there ever, as it turns out. But people were parking. It was by the beach. They were parking and just
and
like
then
looking
leaving
and then coming back.
Oh, okay.
I found that out after.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. That's
Thank
tough.
you. Thank you. So always look everywhere for the signs and trust no one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this trend, I have been seeing these things everywhere and I don't know what they are, what's going on. So I did some research. Our teammate, Ilona Kennedy, just posted with her labubu.
A what?
A labubu.
A labubu. I have no idea what that is. And I have kids. I feel like I should know that.
No, I think it's for adults. Okay, look at this.
What?
Okay, she doesn't know. Okay, so obviously it's not cool because Sid doesn't know, but...
Well, I don't know yet.
Yeah, you're going to have one
at
the next...
Watch, I'll have 17 labubus.
Yes. Okay, this is a little plushy elf.
No, I don't like the...
And they are like dolls, or it's these little ones that have a keychain. And Rihanna and Dua Lipa have had them on their purses.
Oh, I see.
Now Ilona Kennedy. And they're now, the resale price can be up to $2,000. They're sold out everywhere. And part of it is that it's a blind box. So when you buy it, you don't know what you're going to get. So I guess that's been getting people like really... But I'm also like, you might get the same one you have.
It's a doll.
It's a doll.
Yeah. Okay.
We're definitely going to see Sid with a labubu.
No.
And the fake one is a lafufu.
A lafoof.
Sydney Lafoof.
Sydney Labubu. La Labubu? No. Labubu.
Sydney Labu.
Labubu.
Boo.
No. That's not my thing.
Okay.
Plush things.
But you did get the kids Tamagotchis.
I did get the kids Tamagotchis.
That was cute.
Yeah. I loved my Tamagotchi, but I forgot that it like is up all night and it's doing the little beeps. And then the kids are like, it's sick. And then it's shit everywhere. And I'm like, it's got to go.
No more Tamagotchis.
No more Tamagotchis.
It was really fun for that one day.
Yeah, it was. They had a good time. But now it's time for our fan question.
Yes.
My favorite part.
Hi, everyone. My name is JT, a longtime Angel City fan and UCLA fan. I'm calling because I have a question I hope will be fun to answer, but I was just wondering, what movie or TV show do you guys absolutely love, but may surprise people to find out? I look forward to watching every episode, and I hope everybody there has a great time. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, let me think about this.
Hey, let's do like favorite.
That would surprise people.
I don't know. Mine.
I mean, but maybe people don't know how much you like these like unsolved or like scary stuff.
No. A lot of people don't know my love for, you know who? Jim.
Oh,
You guys. I've had the biggest crush since I was a little girl on Jim Carrey. Liar, liar, all of the things. I love him. I wrote a note to him, like a full page note, and sent it to like whatever, like, oh, send it here. Probably nowhere.
I can't believe you're exposing yourself right now.
Jimmy.
Like she really,
I really
likes him.
Yeah, I do.
Like could see herself with him.
Well, not anymore. But when I was younger.
I did Photoshop I did Photoshop you into some pictures with him.
I was obsessed.
And she saved them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where did you mail the letter?
I don't know. I was like 11 or something.
Did your mom know
used to
about
watch
this?
I used to watch his movies over and
Ace
over.
Ventura?
Come on. Yes. Liar, liar.
And that gave you the tingle?
A little bit. A little bit. I think because he's so funny. Like
You've always been like a personality.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a real good personality.
Mm-hmm.
No.
He looks like he has a really good personality.
No, but he's so funny. And I think that like that's what I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to humor. If you can't make me laugh, then, or if you can't laugh like at my jokes, then it would be probably Ace Ventura or Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello.
Oh my God.
You know I love Mrs. Doubtfire. Favorite movie of all time.
I can't even top that. I don't think any of my answers would surprise anyone. My favorite movie is Charlie's Angels. I'm a feel-good rom-com, girl power, ass kicking, but nothing scary and no death. Cheers.
Boring.
Being roommates with Sid is tough.
Yes.
Because she puts, I like Jim Carrey, not like that. And I like his movies. I like comedies. And I like Mrs. Doubtfire. But those aren't the things Sid wants to watch.
No, they're not.
Murder.
Yeah, I love a murder.
Mystery is even worse.
Murder mystery.
Puts it on, falls asleep.
Yeah. And then I leave Allie to watch it by herself. But it's okay.
Thank you for watching another episode of the BFFR show. We love all of you.
Yes, we do.
It's been emotional.
Emotional, like past couple episodes.
Yeah.
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 We're just letting it all out.
Out here being real with you.
Yeah.
Keep sending in your comments, your questions, and
there's obviously going to be bonus content.
On socials at BFFR Show. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I don't even know where else you can get your podcast, but whatever it is,
just listen and watch.
BFFR Show. Call the hotline, and we will see you back here next Monday.
Yes, we will.
Sid?
Love you.
Nope. Finish it off. Sid, finish it off.
I am patient. No.
Yes.
I am patient and gentle with myself during this healing process. Did I say it right? Yep. Cheers.
Cheers. We are patient and gentle, and we are healing.
Not really patient. We try.
We're trying.
Yeah, we're really trying to be patient.
See you next Monday.